Welcome back to Why We Buy It. I'm Amy.
I'm Coke.
And this little guy is Noble. And today we want to talk about one of our favorite places we like to take this little guy, and that's the Beltline.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a number of the different sort of trails that are both hiking and biking in Toronto that we absolutely love. Yeah. The Beltline isn't our favorite of those trails, but it's the one we're on the most.
Yeah, because it's like down the street from us, which is absolutely perfect. It's not a super long trail. It's about 9 kilometers, and then it runs from Bayview to Caledonia and Eglinton. Now, we usually catch it from the Mount Pleasant Cemetery because we're right here. So we do that one quite often.
Yeah, and that section is probably the worst section of the entire Beltline, to be honest. The one that runs right alongside Mount Pleasant Cemetery. But you don't actually have to use it. You could cut into the Mount Pleasant Cemetery, do a ride around there. There's a number of things you can see while you're there. And then continue on west, in this case, toward Caledonia and Eglinton. And one of the reasons why we like using this trail with our bikes is because it's not that far from the end of it to reach the Humber Trail.
Which is actually one of my favorite
Yeah, I'd say it's my favorite trail. It's my favorite trail. And they're very close to each other. So when you finish one, it's not very far to get to the next. But the reason we use this one all the time is because we walk him quite often, and it's a place where people just love to walk their dogs because it's got a fair amount of green space.
And, no traffic.
Yeah, zero traffic, right? There's no traffic in the cemetery itself, and then, of course, there's no traffic on the trails.
Yeah.
And especially where we are, it doesn't really cross roads that many times, so you're pretty much out of the way the whole time you're on it. And for short walks with him of 1 to 2 miles, it's perfect.
Oh yeah, we absolutely love it.
Yeah, so we're going to take you along in a little tiny piece of it where generally we walk him only.
Yeah.
Enjoy it and come along with us on the Beltline. So basically the Beltline's made up of paved sections, some hard pack, and there's a couple areas got a little bit of gravel. Like we had mentioned, the worst area for gravel is right alongside Mount Pleasant Cemetery, but it's a very small stretch, so it's not a big deal. I ride my road bike with 25 millimeter tires, and I can do the entire Beltline, so really you don't need a special bike to do it. It's perfect for cycling. For those of you that like to jog, just go out for a walk, take the dog for a walk. It's absolutely perfect for that. And you'll see here on the right, there are little workout stations kind of every so often, so if you do want to stop, do some stretching, some areas have just bars like that, some have benches and the like, so you've got that available to you. And also, all along the Beltline, there are small areas that have these little open parks, like right alongside it. You're generally not going through the park, you're going alongside it. So this is one of the closest parks to us. We take Noble here all the time, but you'll see these kind of parks all along the Beltline. So if you do want to walk the entire thing, have a kind of leisurely day about it, you've got lots of places where you can stop, grab a park bench, relax, bring something with you to drink, bring along a picnic basket, what have you, and you're fine to do that. It's perfect for that. And quite a lot of the Beltline has a tree canopy. So you're in shade quite often. So even on the hottest day in summer, you can walk most of the Beltline and not get overheated because of the amount of shade that's offered to you along the line itself. You want to get out in the sun, you can do that at these little parks, but for the most part, the majority of the Beltline is well shaded. So it's perfect, regardless of the temperature out, to walk, run, or ride. It's absolutely perfect.